Welcome to today's episode on Teen Takes.
You're not gonna believe this.
What?
They're giving us the current events column.
I have been waiting for this day.
Really? Then you're an even bigger nerd than I thought.
You're just as excited as I am. The day that we finally get to write for the school newspaper, the current events column too. Here's hoping we do better than the last guy.
That's a pretty low bar. There's only so much you can read about morning sheds and 30-step makeup routines before you go crazy.
You mean you don't love my Labubu?
The definition of the American dream.
What better place to explore than the current events column? The people want something true, something genuine.
So you're looking at politics to find that? Yikes.
Joyful as ever, I see. Well, whatever. We won't know that for sure until we are out there. Research, here I come.
Do you know what you're looking for?
I'll know it when I find it.
You are ridiculous. You know that, right?
You love it. Hey, check this out. Amazon founder Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez $10 million wedding venue change in Venice.
Is that news?
They break down the floral arrangements, but not a word about the protests.
Protests?
You would think after a whole $55 million, they can make an invitation that actually looks good.
Whoa, where's all this coming from?
It feels pretty self-explanatory. The rich billionaire exploiting the culture and history of the working class to fuel their own self-importance. I mean, it's literally a UNESCO site, not a place for the rich to do whatever they wish. It's not right.
And his €2 million donation to help preserve Venice's lagoons?
What?
I mean, for the record, the wedding is tacky to the point of absurdity. However, you can at least see he's making an effort.
When you're one of the richest people in the world, effort means nothing, especially when you make it off of exploitation.
Sure, but you're missing on what I'm trying to say. There's a whole nother side to the story that you're missing.
Not my fault that nothing I read mentions it.
Of course it isn't. That doesn't mean that it hurts to be aware of what you're reading. Everything's written with a purpose.
To inform, right?
Ideally, but sometimes to cause outrage or fear as well. I don't care about Jeff Bezos' wedding, and 10 minutes ago, you didn't either.
But right now, I'm angry and frustrated, and
that's valid, but that also means that's a good idea to take a break and get some perspective. I mean, I know you're a nerd, but wedding invitation design? Really?
Okay, you're right. But it's just, I cannot care.
Change only happens because people care. That doesn't mean you can't pick your battles. It's about balance, you know?
Yeah, I know. Although, I don't think you know anything about balance based on the way you fell down the stairs.
Okay, back to research. Yeah?
Whatever you say, man. Are you okay, dude?
Never better.
If you say so. Okay, Spill. If you start typing any harder, you're going to destroy that keyboard.
I'm fine.
Oh, come on. Are you gonna look me in the eye and tell me you're not doing okay? We've been friends for years. A little feelings never hurt.
It's a wonder we made it this long. It's just, I don't like this. I thought I would, but then I'm reading about wars and shootings and protests and this frankly absurd legislation, and I just don't know anymore. I don't know why I'm looking at the stuff that I've always just ignored. I don't know why that's changing now.
Well, it's like you said, it's okay to be angry.
But I'm not angry. I'm sorry for getting snippy, but I promise I'm good. I don't care about any of this stuff.
I think you're lying.
Sorry?
I think you do care. I think you're seeing the news and only seeing the bad, and I think you're scared. That article was released 2 weeks ago, and I'm willing to bet you've read it multiple times before.
Every night.
What?
I've read it every night. I know it's not good, but I can't sleep, so I read it again and again. You're right. I'm terrified. Norway's not this bad, but there are the bombings in Iran, and it just won't leave my brain. It doesn't matter that I know that war is unlikely, that I know Iran doesn't have nuclear weapons, or that Russia's too busy with Ukraine to do anything. I just can't escape it.
Well, you can always just not look at the news.
But then I see people on social media making jokes about it. I wish I could just do that. Make jokes. Not care.
You don't mean that, because if no one cares, then nothing will get done. The world didn't end with our grandparents when they were worried about nuclear war. It didn't end with our parents and Y2K, and it probably won't end with our generation either.
Probably?
Probably. Personally, if it does happen, I hope it is with the return of the dinosaurs. That's not my point, though. There are big things happening, things we can't control, but nothing is going to happen if we just settle for apathy. Be scared, but then do something so the generations next to us won't be, you know? I found it! I know what we're writing about!
And what's that?
Hope. News without the cynicism. Not sugarcoating it, but not fear-mongering either.
No agendas and no misinformation. I like it.
You're with me, right? I mean, it'll be hard, and I don't want to force you to do anything you don't want.
Hey, I'm with you. Always. I don't think I could just stop caring, so might as well do something with it, right?
Of course, I'm here for you. You know, or we could just talk about the latest TikTok dance.
That's the easy way out. You wouldn't dare.
No, I wouldn't, and I don't think you would either.
Come on, let's get started.